is London. The following official communique has been issued from 10 Downing Street. On September the 1st, His Majesty's Ambassador in Berlin was instructed to inform the German government that unless they were prepared to give His Majesty's government in the United Kingdom satisfactory assurances that the German government had suspended all aggressive action against Poland and were prepared promptly to withdraw their forces from Polish territory, His Majesty's government in the United Kingdom would, without hesitation, fulfill their obligations to Poland. At 9 a.m. this morning, His Majesty's Ambassador in Berlin informed the German government that unless not later than 11 a.m. British summer time, today, September the 3rd, satisfactory assurances to the above effect had been given by the German government and had reached His Majesty's government in London, a state of war would exist between the two countries as from that hour. His Majesty's government are now awaiting the receipt of any reply that may be made by the German government. The Prime Minister will broadcast to the nation at 11:15. That is the end of the announcement. Please stand by for a few moments.
This is the BBC Home Service. We now return to our live concert from Dudley Town Hall and a short rendition from Great Uncle Stanley. The Lion and Albert by Mariette Edgar. There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an Ossie's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They don't think much to the ocean, the waves they were fiddling and small. They wore no wrecks and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So seeking for further amusement, they paid and went to the zoo, where they'd lions and tigers and camels, and old ale and sandwiches too. There was one great big lion called Wallace. His nose was all covered with scars. He lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his face on the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they was ferocious and wild. To see Wallace lying so peaceful, well, it don't seem right to the child. So straight away the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with his Ossie's head handle and shoved it in Wallace's ear. You could see the lion don't like it, for giving a kind of a roll, he pulled Albert inside the cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole. Then Pa, who had seen the occurrence and don't know what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's et Albert." And Mother said, "Well, I'm vexed." Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly when all's said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your boy he's eaten?" Pa said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." The manager had to be sent for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Pa said, "Yon lion's et Albert and him in his Sunday clothes too." Then Mother said, "Right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for a lion to go and eat Albert, and after we've paid to come in." The manager wanted no trouble. He took out his purse right away, saying how much to settle the matter, and Pa said, "Well, what do you usually pay?" But Mother had turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone. She said, "No, someone's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon. Then off they went to the police station, in front of the magistrate's chap. They told him what happened to Albert, and he proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said that he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At that mother got proper blazing. And thank you, sir, kindly, said she. What, waste all our lives raising children to feed ruddy lions? Not me.